Hello, fire signs, and welcome to Ascending Soul's Journey. I am Lorianne, here to give you holiday message, and this will be for the 24th of December all the way through New Year's Eve, where we're going to look at the next week on what energy vibration to help you get through doing it different in 2020, because 2020 is for a lot of us, it really kicked our butt, right, fire signs? I'm talking to Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, no matter where your placement is in your chart. And we're going to take a look at your overall energy, and then I'll pull cards for each of you in your specific zodiac element. Oh my goodness, we have separation for you. So some of you may be separated from people that you love, and that is happening for a lot of us in 2020. But for you guys, I feel this is a very emotionally attached individual. It could be a group of you. This may be a group of you going through the changes of not being able to be with your family, living separate in different cities, states, and countries. But for a lot of you, this is separation from you internally, where you're looking at life in a different angle. And that's what 2020 has been about. And that's why it's kicked a lot of us in the butt, because we have to do everything different. So if you go to my, if you look below, and you sign up for my newsletter, I have tips in there that can help you through this and looking at how to do things different. And this is for each and every zodiac sign. So when we're talking about separation, we have the Page of Wands. This is taking action to move forward. This is about communication. Some of you are actually contemplating right now, sending an email, sending a message, maybe even just communicating with somebody that you care deeply about, that you are separated with. This could be family. For absolutely every single one of us, this is family. And when we're looking at the energies of this year, it is hard for us because it is different. And we don't like doing things different. Let's face it, we like what we like. This year I'm doing it different, and I'm gonna I love pie. I love pie. So tradition always says you have to eat the pie after you eat the meal. Well, I'm cooking my pie. Today, after I'm done with these readings, I'm gonna bake my pie and I'm gonna eat it for dinner on Christmas Eve. That's what I'm doing different. Why? Because I wanna do it that way. It's not gonna hurt anybody, and it's doing it different. So let's pull an individual cards for the sign of Leo. We're going to start with Leo. And again, those tips are in the email, so you can subscribe through that for that newsletter. And I'll be doing those on a weekly basis. Strength card. Okay, Leo, this is all about you. This is about the strength and the courage that only you, the lion, can have. And what I'm talking about is it may take every ounce of strength and courage for you to send a message to somebody, for you to go through this separation like, I can't do this. I want to be with my family. I want the people I love. Now, for some of you, this is taking action forward and actually making an attempt to physically be there. But for a lot of you, this is the strength and courage just to reach out and communicate with somebody how you feel, expressing things that may be a little bit challenging. And 2020 is challenging. There is no two ways about it. The majority of the population, it's very challenging. And even the others, they still have their own challenges that they have to deal with, just in a very different way than we do. Now, we do have the card of purpose that came out for you. And this is all about you knowing you have a purpose in life. And it may have something to do with this direct separation with this individual. You might feel separated from your job because of the holidays. And I got to get this done. That's kind of the energy of you. It's going to take great strength and courage to actually just sit. Just sit and just be in the moment. And that's what I'm hearing for a lot of the zodiac signs. Being in the moment is what's going to make you be able to have a really good, high vibrating holiday. And I'm hearing, if this is a business endeavor, Leo, it'll come back around right after the holidays. So enjoy the moment. So let's take a look at Sagittarius, our little Saggy babies. Oh my goodness, you guys are such little spitfires and wow, you like traditions and values. A lot of you do. That is really part of your zodiac sign. Now, we have two cards for you. Sag, we have the card of judgment and the devil card flew out. And the devil card, it can be a Capricorn most definitely, but it's also talking about the energies of addiction. Addiction, like I said, you hold traditions and values, I think, greater than almost anyone I love, that is of any zodiac sign, is the Sagittarian element. I don't know why, but you really like this for a lot of you. And some of you are real easygoing, but if you hold that strong character, there are addictions. You might be addicted to some toxic people. You may be the universe will come in and separate us from people that are hurting us in some way as well. I feel for a lot of you, this judgment card is a reflection on what you did in the past that was wrong. That was, for example, I used to give my children a certain amount of presents. I had 4 children, and so they all got X amount of presents. It was $1 amount set for each child across the board, but I was able to move the money around based on whatever their gifts were. But where I had a hard time was not giving the gifts. I'm an overgiver, and I used to give much more than was actually required. And it was about traditions and values. And by giving too many gifts, I forgot, somehow it was forgotten, the true value of Christmas. So you may be reflecting right now, Saggy, on the true value of the holiday season itself, on how you want to do it different from here forward. I never liked when blah, blah, blah did this, and when we had that stupid game that we used to play, whatever it is, right? It's about changing it and doing it different this year. So one more message for you. Regret. Have no regrets as you are looking back. Judgment is about regrets for some of us. But when we reflect back at the toxic situation, about the way they spoke, the things that were done, just the belief system in general, and that was a very general example that I gave you, but very, very applicable for some of us. Have no regrets. Whatever judgment call you're getting ready to make, have no regrets about that decision is what I'm hearing for you, Sag. Make the effort if it feels right in you, and know that you did the right thing. So let's move on to the zodiac sign of Aries. Oh my goodness, I have Aries rising, and oh yeah, I've been getting my butt kicked. I bet a lot of you are tired. So let's see, hopefully you've come to a place where you feel accomplished, where you feel you've been through the worst of it is over, so to speak. Now for you, Aries, we have the 8 of Swords that came out, and this is being stuck in the negative thought process. This is, if you look, they're like in 2 separate directions. So this could very well have everything to do with that card of separation, where you're feeling the separation from those around you, feeling isolated. And the thing is with this card, and if you look, those swords are spaced out in large groups, sectors, right? So there's a lot of space in between the swords. And what that is implying is we can let go of anything negative and bring it back later. So right now, Aries, if you have anything that you're holding on to, where you're really holding on to that negative capacity, maybe angry that the world is changing, upset about things that have taken place in your life, and that's a lot easier said than done for a lot of us. But you hold the power, Aries. You, more than anyone else, you hold the power to make that change and to recognize, I can move in and out of this negative thought. I can go back and forth from negative to positive. Now, you also had the card of the 2 of Pentacles fall out with it. And that is exactly what I'm talking about. You know you can go back and forth. So it's really about you choosing what it is you want to do. Some of you, this is about who do I go be with during this holiday season, and you feel a little stuck. Whatever it is over the next short while. You're going to make decisions if you haven't already today. And this is about having no regrets, having no inner conflict about the decision that you make. And again, you can let go of negative thinking anytime you choose to. So do not worry, Aries. Do not worry about the separation. Don't worry about the juggling. Everything is going to fall into place as soon as you say, oh, I know it will. And it will. It will do this for you, Aries. So just look at your money, look at everything in balance. And again, if you need tips, please sign up for my email. And I already have a tip in there how you can have a fun holiday and the next 2 hours and actually create presents and a warm setting for your family. That's through my email. So have an amazing holiday. Thank you for watching and much love.